In today's episode, we're going to be looking at what symptoms, whether they're physical in your body or symptoms in your business, are telling us about what's going on inside. So stay tuned because we're going to turn symptoms into the greatest gifts possible. Looking at a symptom, whether it's a symptom with our physical body or our relationship or business, there is a message there. There's a real wisdom that if we can notice it and appreciate it, has so many gifts for us. And it's not just looking at the silver lining. It's actually going to the core of that and really understanding, what is this symptom trying to tell me? So when I was in naturopathic medical school, I was learning about all kinds of different organ systems and the matching emotional states. So I won't go through them all right now, but the one that really resonated with me at the time was the lungs. So there's the lungs, the skin, the large intestine. They make a family of organ systems, and the corresponding emotion was sadness. And so at the time in school, I had some skin stuff going on, and I also tended to get lung infections, and there was definitely a significant amount of grief that I was processing at various stages of my life, like when my mom had passed, or when I was going through new major chapters of my life and she wasn't there to witness. So I was in a new chapter of my life. I was in school to pursue my dream of being a naturopathic doctor, and my mom wasn't physically around to enjoy this and see this and for me to share it with her. So it was so fascinating because here was a symptom of my skin that was flaring up, and there was definitely a deeper root cause. And when I understood that there was a connection to sadness, and of course it takes some peeling back the layers and doing the inner work to really get to the true heart of that. It's not just a blanket sadness thing, but really like what's going on, what's my experience of this, and how am I letting the circumstance or the changes affect me in this way, and do I want to shift it? So of course, yes, I did want to shift it because I didn't want to be dealing with the skin flare up again. So it was fascinating. And in that moment, it just was like this huge light bulb aha moment where I understood, it's not just about the skin and, whether it's toxins or traumas or foods that I'm eating or not eating, all at the physical level, but it goes much deeper than that. So now I see every symptom symbolically. Like, what is that symptom trying to convey to you? There's a hugely wise reservoir of wisdom that is within our bodies and this natural world. So when we tap into that, it's incredible what we can pick up if we listen. So maybe you have something that is showing up as a symptom that's kind of bothersome, or you would really rather not be experiencing. Well, instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it or suppressing it or running away from it or ignoring it, if you actually face it and look at it and ask, what are you trying to show me? What am I meant to learn from this? It can open up some huge awareness. Sometimes that process is facilitated when you're working with someone who's skilled in that, understanding that symptoms are messages. But really the answer is already within you. So maybe this is helping to show itself to you. So then when you get to the heart of it, here is the greatest opportunity. Here is the place where, in my case with the skin and the sadness, I was able to really face it. And it can really feel and look kind of ugly when you're in it. But what I've learned is that when you just allow yourself to go there, wherever that emotional place is that maybe you've been trying to avoid or escape from or suppress or hide or whatever, and you just face it and you experience it, that's when things shift. It's amazing because the cells and the tissues of our body hold on to things, trying to help you out, trying to process it. So my skin was trying to process this grief that I had, but it really wasn't the job for my skin to do. What it did do was alert me. It was sort of like a flag, a symbol saying, hey, look at this piece, look at this aspect, because there's something here for you that's meant to be healed and worked through and shifted. And so I felt it, I released a lot of emotion, and then when you completely go there 100%, it transmutes. There's this universal law called the perpetual transmutation of energy, and so it has to shift. Now, if it's suppressed, or maybe you only want to deal with it 10%, or not all the way, or even 80%, there's still going to be some lingering stuff that's meant for you to experience and to fully release. And once you actually face it, experience it 100%, you fully release it. And then it creates this space for the good that you desire. It creates this space for you to have different experiences that you choose. It's a really fascinating thing. There was a friend of mine, a doctor friend, who was saying that she was experiencing pain in her hands, and for her profession, for her work, she works with her hands all the time with patients, so she needed to have those be in good, healthy form, right? And she was also going through a lot of inner shifts of growing her practice and the business. So definitely going through a period where there was a lot of discomfort, right? And a lot of, she was basically wanting to dedicate more of her time and attention on working on the business instead of just being working with her hands and seeing patients all day, every day, like she had for over 20 years. And so what's fascinating about something like that is that the hands, the symptom in the hands, were showing her that there's something deeper going on that's not just at the physical level, but when she is able to look at and understand what's happening at the deeper level, things will shift. So, it could be that she really was not liking her role as much and was wanting to free herself up from, all of the interactions and working with her hands all day long, every single day, because that was leading to some burnout, right? So what we want to do is understand that, and then of course do the supportive things, like when we talk about, it could be some physio and some nutrition and all of the support that can happen at the physical level. Yes, you want to be doing those things, but if you're not getting to the root of it, it'll just come back, or it'll come back in a different way, and I don't want that for you. So if there's a symptom, maybe with your body and health, or maybe in your business, right? If you are seeing that there's an area that there's just this major gap and you want to be filling that gap, maybe it's with income and cash flow, right? And you're wanting to grow, but the pace of the team isn't aligned with the pace that you are wanting and have in your mind. Well, there's a gap, and there are going to be symptoms, like things not working as well, or maybe different communications that aren't happening. So those are all symptoms. The bank account numbers, those are symptoms of a deeper root cause. We've got to look at the root cause. So is it that maybe you've got to bring some more order to your mind, and more order to the business, more order to the finances, more order to the systems? Maybe it's about really tapping into an abundance and prosperity mindset so that you do receive the good and the opportunities to help and serve. So we've got to look at the root cause, and then the symptom will take care of itself when you look at the root cause. So let me know if there is a particular symptom in your business or your health or your life that you would love to see improve. And if you have some insights or some hunches about what that root cause is, like what the message is there for you. And when you identify that, that's huge. That's not the complete picture. Now it's what do you do with that information? We'll get to that. We've got that covered in the system. But this is a great, great start. It's a great foundation. So let me know. I'm so happy to have shared this time and energy with you. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and click the like and subscribe and comment and share so that more people can discover your healthy success, this show, so that they can live their purpose with great health, wealth, and love. My name is Serenity Iris, and I will talk to you soon.